We finally got it. The thing that has eluded us all season has finally been revealed to us. We have finally gotten our first win. We have also avoided the worst season in GBA history. Now this week we have the Pittsburgh PiRattatas. Pyra, who gives a shit, because we're gonna beat you, Tiz. Okay, this win streak does not end at 1. We have finally achieved victory, and you know what? It tastes pretty goddamn good. And it's something that I would like to repeat, a sensation that I would like to replicate, and now, on the eve of this GBA week, I say to you, Sawsbucks fans, I say to you, Sawsbucks team, I say to you, Old Man Tub, we don't lie down. We're here to win every goddamn week, whether or not we're in the playoffs. We have a job to do. We have a mission. Just because we have 5 losses and only 1 win does not mean we are an easy win. Just because we have 5 losses and 1 win does not mean you can just walk all over it. Now, just because this week we are almost mathematically out of the playoffs does not mean we're going to put any less effort in. In fact, at this point in time, we are doing our very best to make sure every single team that faces us knows exactly who we are. And we are making sure that every team who faces us knows what they're walking into. And we are making sure that every single goddamn team that faces us is going to walk away bruised, beaten, and battered. Took us a little while to get going, but now that we are not stopping for anything. Milwaukee Sawsbucks. We have 1 win. Let's double that to 2. Milwaukee Sawsbucks. Just because our record is not what we want does not mean our effort or performance will suffer. Now, Milwaukee Sawsbucks. Let's go out there and make some fucking noise.
Internet, good morning. My name is Magnitude. Welcome to Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire GBA Week 7, the 1-5 Sawsbucks and the 1-5 PiRattatas. So if you didn't watch my pregame show video, then you have no idea what I'm bringing. But if you did watch my pregame show video, good for you, because you've done your homework and you are 1 step ahead of everyone else in this video. Guys, every week I do a pregame video where I outline the exact team that I'm bringing. That way you know what I'm going to be having. My opponent's got Porygon Z, Aromatisse, Crobat, Mega Alakazam, Azumarill, and Hitmontop, not a Heatran or Salamence or Mamoswine to be found, so that makes Miltank essentially useless. And Aromatisse looks like somebody was trying to predict a Latios. So, I'm not a fear in the Aromatisse at all. It gets 2 KO by Hyper Voice, just along with everything that isn't resistant in the game that exists. I lead with my Jabari Parker. I figure, you know what? He's got Hitmontop. That thing doesn't even get Ice Punch. I'm not worried about it at all. If I can knock off my item, that'd be cool. If he wants to switch, that's cool too. We both get the Intimidates off on each other. That's totally chill with me. I'm going to knock off the potential Assault Vest, but leftover. So that's fine with me because of the fact that now he has no recovery in the slightest. He's really bulky, and I'm not fearing a Bullet Punch to Oko Mega Gardevoir. That's just fantastic news. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm a Scarf. I'm going to go ahead and switch out. I'm going to Air Floods. I'm going to take a possible close combat if that's the avenue he wanted to go down, but he just goes for Protects. Now I see 2 of his moves. I don't see Fake Out. I see Toxic Protect. That means he's probably going to have close combat and maybe not even have Bullet Punch. I just go for a Scald to figure whatever. Nothing wants to really take that. If I burn his Azumarill, that's awesome. I Protect to see what he's going to lock himself into, because he's got to be Scarfed if he wanted to outspeed a Latios that I would potentially have. He does not. Well, he does. If you wanted to outspeed like a, Latios that I would have brought, because I feel like if anything, he's not going to Specs it because he's going to have to Scarf it. That's what I was going with there. Obviously, there's speed stuff there, but if you want to outspeed a Latios, you have to be Scarf. And he is. Tri-Attack's fine. I'm going to resist that because I'm a max special defense. Fucking this thing. I'm max special defense, mostly from Mega Alakazam, but now it doubles as a Porygon Z check, so that's fantastic. And it's got Shower Pulse. It's going to do a shitload of Porygon Z. I'm actually really fearing the Heat Wave, like, more than I probably should fear Heat Wave. Because I saw it last week. I know he's got it. He knows I have Ferrothorn. I feel like Heat Wave might be a good option because he's not going to want to get involved in the Brave Bird recoil, Life Orb recoil, Rocky Barbs, as I called it. I think Tom actually picked up on it. I call it Rocky Barbs, Rocky Iron Barbs, call it one. So going into fucking Miltank on the U-turn, I thought he was gonna heat wave me. So, but here I realized I don't actually need Miltank for anything because it was there for Heatran and Mamoswine mostly. And he brought neither of those, so I can take a. I'm gonna die to a Focus Blast. I understand that, but this is the point where I realize, you know what? I don't need this thing. And as long as he doesn't have Mega Alakazam firing off any more Focus Blasts, I should be good. So he takes out Miltank, but it's okay. At Jabari Parker, I'm obviously Scarfed. Well, you have nothing to fear, nothing to fear. He switches out. He knows I have to be Scarfed if I want to do it on this thing. He goes and Hitmontop, which again he has no recovery, and that's just fantastic news. I'm gonna go kind of predict that. I guess I'm gonna have to predict that. I knew he was gonna switch. I just wanted to get the switch initiative on Hitmontop. So going into Katie, that is gonna be the Mega Gardevoir, and this is the point where I realize he probably doesn't even have Bullet Punch. If he does, I don't get O-Code vibes, I don't give a fuck, and I'm gonna get the Intimidate off because I traced it, so that's fantastic news. The fact he switches out means he probably doesn't have it, but he goes into Beyonce, and this is Aromatisse. Well, it definitely showed up in the battle, and for sure it got, you know, his family in the crowd, I'm sure, was really happy to see it used in this game, but I should just go for a Side Shock. I figured it'll do enough of this thing anyway if I wanted to come in. I figured he might go into Crobat also. That's kind of what that was for, mostly for Crobat, but Side Shock with Hyper Voice equals dead Aromatisse. Aromatisse did nothing in this game, so if you're family of Aromatisse and you came to the game to see do something, I'm sorry you're going to leave disappointed. It's done nothing. I don't want to take a poison move. But he also might not go for Poison move because he's going to predict me to go into Ferrothorn. He just goes for a U-turn. That's okay. I'm okay with that because I'm also Scarf, so anything he's going to bring in, I'm going to outspeed, so it doesn't make a difference. So that's cool. Jane Fonda, though, this is the one thing I was not going to outspeed here because he's going to have priority. Aqua, yeah. I have Air Flood, something that is going, you know, kind of designed to take this thing out. He's actually going to go for a knockoff, predicting me to switch. That's a fantastic play on his part. He also knew I couldn't O-Code anything, so. And based on that damage, I know he's Choice Banded. I was so afraid of him being Belly Drum and I just fucking lose, but he's not Belly Drum. I'm just going to keep firing off Skulls. I think what's the worst that could happen? Nothing. And I have Ferrothorn again for Porygon Z. The Ferrothorn coming in. Taking a Tri-Tech. I don't give a shit about that Tri-Tech. I don't care. No status, no status, no status. You guys couldn't tell I'm actually outside right now enjoying the nice weather we are having. You might as well. When it's nice, you know? So he goes into Hitmontop, the thing he should have gone into the first time on this little bad boy here. And now I don't even know if he has Rapid Spin. So I get Rocks because I've seen Protect and Toxic open, and he's got to have Stab. And he's got to have either Rapid Spin, he's got to have either Fake Out, and he's got to have either Bullet Punch. One of those three. He can't have all of them. I figured maybe he has that Rapid Spin. So now I actually go into Katie thinking he doesn't even have a fucking, and he has High Jump Kick, so he doesn't even, I don't think he even has Bullet Punch, which is fantastic. He has Protect, that doesn't make a fucking difference to me. I don't know why he would go for that. I go for Side Shock again, I have no reason not to go for Side Shock, that's my best play. Side Shock again, because if he goes into Crobat, I want to take it out, and it'll kill Hitmontop anyway. Hitmontop goes down to Katie, who is starting once again direct kills Jane Fonda. This is the thing I'm kind of afraid of at this point. I gotta work around it, so I'm kind of glad I have Stealth Rocks up, just because I can just get consistent damage on this thing. But I have Air Flood still, so I can resist, you know, his water type maneuvers. He's just gonna go for a Play Rough, and that is going to absolutely decimate Suicune. Suicune was max defense and almost got 2-KO'd by fucking Azumarill, so that's crazy. It's just this max defense. Like that was my check to Azumarill, and now it's kind of gone. But luckily I got Ferrothorn, and luckily the fact that I know he's banded, that means I am not gonna be fearing a superpower, am I? Oh, he thinks Gyro Ball ain't gonna kill him. Gyro Ball's gonna fucking kill him. So I could have gone into Ferrothorn before, but I realized that Suicune wasn't as necessary as Ferrothorn was. I didn't want to switch in Ferrothorn into Azumarill. I just won't because I have Gyro Ball anyway. So, and I want to not die to a Focus Blast from this guy because he thinks he can take me out with a Focus Blast. This is gonna be adorable. He's gonna go for a Focus Blast. Oh my God, Ferrothorn, you're max special defense for a reason. You're gonna live that all fucking day. Gyro Ball, and you're dead too. At this point, I realize we are looking good. We are on our way to winning our second straight, but we just gotta make sure we play this game. We gotta finish the game. We cannot Fernando Rodney blow this save. We gotta come in, and Eric Gagne, when he was on his 83 straight save save, not when he went to the Red Sox and gave up like 7 blown saves in a row. But Ferrothorn goes down. That's okay. That is okay. I have a Scarf. I actually have Lucario. I don't even need my Scarfer. Hey, Lucario, I'm gonna get the extreme speed off. That's a-okay as well. And now I have a Scarfer left, and I have Lucario left, and I'm sitting in a good place right now. He only has Zoomer left. I can maybe take him out with Lucario. I mean, if I can't, I have plenty of other options. I go for the extreme speed. Do I take him out? I do not take him out. He goes to Waterfall, meaning he's locked into Waterfall. There's a bug flew right into my eyeball. That was kind of weird. Lucario's there, and the last thing we got is Katie gonna pick up her 3rd kill, and it's gonna allow the Sawsbucks to pick up our 2nd win in a row. That is the game. Sawsbucks 2-5. We have no longer can repeat our worst ever fucking game or season at 1-9. So this is it. That's the video. Rate, comment, subscribe to my opponent as well, and of course ask your press conference questions. I'll see you guys next time.